against Ton.
Yeah.
So Ton wasn't really mixing up his recoveries and his aggressive recoveries as well as his defensive. Meru is a character with a lot of tricks in his bag of plays. He not just tricks, just aggressive fundamentals as well. So there's not really a lot for Tsun to get used to. He just has to get the read on what kind of player that Meru is, and that's what's going to be necessary if he's to be successful, if he is to prosper in this matchup.
Absolutely. And he's gotten a really good start here, not taking any damage so far.
Yeah. He stuffs out Meru's initial approach right there with that forward tilt. That's going to be a really good counter poking tool for Joker to cover your opponent's linear approaches.
Absolutely. And that was unfortunate timing on the Arsene coming out. But he didn't take any damage for it.
Yeah.
And now Meru has brought this back already.
Yeah, Meru is a player who is extremely good at pushing his advantage. Pushing his advantage to the absolute maximum. But then again, the journey is never over. But he manages to turn that all the way around. I don't know why he'd have opted to go in the opposite direction for it. Catches him countering, however, and makes him pay for it dearly. Gets him with the golf club, and that is going to be stock number 1 to Meru. And the thing about Tsun is he wasn't playing badly there. He was playing on even grounds with Meru at the beginning, but nonetheless finds himself at a stock disadvantage.
Yeah, he just got a bit too greedy wanting to get his Arsene back, and that ended up costing him the stock. And that's also how Meru got his first hit on, when Tsun was just holding his down B in neutral, and then he came in with a grab. Wow!
Meru overcommitting a tiny bit right there and getting punished for it gravely. He pressed the button when he didn't really have a right to, got dash attacked all the way off stage, that big Arsene dash attack as well. And then Tsun just wasting no time, going with the initial timing, running straight off stage and giving him a down air, evening out the stocks that way. And he's really working this percentage back up to being an even stock percentage.
Absolutely. But still, he has some work to do against Peach here. Since Peach is, like, fighting Peach in neutral can be quite tough with her float and turnips, and she has a good keep-away game, I believe. Yeah,
I feel like Tsun is so close to having the balance between pushing your advantage and baiting options out, like corrects for fighting against Peach as well. You see him pushing with 2 up airs in a row, and then dropping back down to the platform, hoping to bait something out from Peach. Narrowly escapes getting put into a nasty situation for that turnip, but gets caught overreaching on stage again, gets hit with a fair, and he loses his second stock.
Yeah, talking about nasty, Peach's fair is insanely good.
Not as oppressive as it once was, but it's still a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they nerfed it after a couple of months, didn't they, Nintendo?
Yep. That good crown slap.
Like, I just learned like 3 months ago that she takes her crown off and hits you with it.
It's one of those things that nobody notices until you pause the game and zoom in.
Like, have you also one of those other things that, like, what's his name, Terry? When he does his upper, he holds his cap on so that it doesn't fall off.
Oh yeah, little details that Sakurai loves putting in the game. K-Rool does a front flip before dare.
Yeah, it's like a 3-frame front flip. It's insane.
Goes a back air from Arsene powered Joker, and another back air while they're both off stage.
Meru and the taunt.
Meru totally unable to tech that as well.
Yeah.
Launched way too fast.
Yeah, it was an untechable back air, I do believe. And now Meru is again keeping Tsun in disadvantage, but he managed to get back. Yeah,
he's not being allowed to pull too far ahead, but he's definitely getting the better of him on this last stock. Baits out the counter, not in the correct position to punish, but anyway, baits a panic roll.
He held that one for quite a bit, but he was just unlucky to get the sour spot on the up smash.
Yep.
Or else that would have been game.
One thing I want to draw attention to right there is that Meru knew to respect the trajectory of what down guns would be.
Yeah.
So he just drifted away. It's one of the things that Peach can do. Yep. One of the things that Peach can do is, like, she can fake like she's going in to pressure you and then drift backwards, and you see a very strong option in down guns turned on its head. Because usually a lot of people who don't know the matchup say that means that Joker has a very, no disadvantage state because down guns are so hard to deal with. But if you've got a mobility in the air like Peach does, you can feint like you're going into pressure, bait out the down guns, and force that option to be then taken off the table.
Yeah. Curious as to what stage we have the run back to Battlefield.
Yep, both players feeling comfortable on this. I don't blame Tsun for coming back here. Didn't seem like he was doing too badly.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very even game. But Meru just knowing when to go for those hard punishes and calling out the panic options, which got him that game in the end.
Down throw. Onto the platform pressure, but however, because the platform was up there, Tsun was able to tech, and like the rare occasion in which you're able to mix up your down throw DI, Meru is stuck to that platform like a leech, not going a damn place.
I feel like this is what you normally see from Joker when he has Arsene.
Yeah.
Just hanging out over there trying to counter everything. And Meru giving Joker a taste of his own medicine right now.
Yeah.
Not letting him get back on stage. And now getting the stock.
We are seeing a very different game. Tsun maybe after game number 1 a little bit mentally exhausted, and he lost his first stock in a very dominated fashion.
But also, I noticed like his tag is like, you remember the Buzz had some tags where it was like patience and all that. Tsun has this one was calm down.
Yeah.
Reminding himself in-game to just stay calm, not go for the panic options.
Yeah. One thing, those exchanges in stock 1 on the ledge, Meru turned Arsene's recovery, it turned the fact that Arsene was there into a really nasty situation for Tsun, because it would have been a lot harder and easier for Meru to punish, and easier for Tsun to mix up his recovery timing with tether had Arsene not been present. But instead, there was that linear, almost Robin-like recovery.
Yeah, from what I've understood, Joker mains prefer the tether recovery over the Arsene one because it's way more flexible. Oh. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. And people normally think that tethers don't have that much range, but Joker's for some reason you can recover from way down.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Reasons to not get hit off stage with Arsene present.
Meru's still on his first stock here.
Yeah, and he's making it count as well, putting on 97%. Finally losing that stock, however. Tsun not allowing him to pull 2 stocks ahead in the slightest.
Yeah, that was a good punish on what many people see to be one of Peach's best tools in neutral, just that floating down air.
Yep. You can escape after a certain hit, I believe. You can roll away, but Peaches can read that. Obviously, it's a very nasty situation to be in shield against Peach like that, with those down airs pressuring you. Yeah,
like it's a very long-lasting move, and she can just float around left and right while putting it out.
There we go.
But now we see Tsun trying to get something going here, but Meru as well just reversing it, now having Tsun at disadvantage.
Yeah, baits out the counter. Baits out the counter too, gets down thrown into back air, misses his tech, and now he's in a nasty, now for a second he was in a nasty situation, but he did manage to go for the aggressive option out of his own disadvantage.
Meru has gotten a lot of mileage this set from just baiting out or just waiting out the down Bs from Joker.
This is quite dicey for Meru because he can have this turned around on him, and there we go, he found himself going low down and not getting that umbrella out in time. That's the second time in this set this has happened.
And also second time this game that Tsun has taunted.
Yeah.
The looking cool Joker. Maybe just trying to give himself a bit of that confidence boost he needs to get back in this.
So, one thing I'm struggling to understand is why why Meru isn't getting these umbrellas out in time, these parasols out in time, because they make recovering for Peach and Daisy like a lot safer. Oh no,
wow.
You got bonked, son.
Oh, that was very unfortunate.
I thought less than being unfortunate, it was very solid for Meru. The accuracy was off the charts right there.
Yeah.
That turn, it went straight down and cleaned this guy, cleaned this guy's stock right out.
Yeah, of course, it was absolutely great from Meru, seeing that this was an opportunity to just